Доброе утро, всем привет, добро пожаловать на мой канал. Hello and welcome to my channel. Итак, в большом доме. Today we are going to learn the endings om and yem for adjectives. First, let's write our example, the title of our lesson. В большом доме. В большом доме. Доме. This is prepositional case в большом доме. Today we're going to use the prepositional case. Where, где, where, в большом доме, in a big house. So here большом is with on, большом. We have two choices. It's om or yem for masculine and om for om and yem for masculine and om for neuter. Om ending and yem ending. Today we are going to talk only about masculine and neuter, adjectives in masculine and neuter. Masculine and neuter. Большой дом. Дом is masculine. It ends in a consonant. To make it prepositional, where, to ask where, в дом, доме. Just add ye to make it prepositional. В доме, in the house. And we have an adjective here that we have to change also according to a case. В большом доме, where, где, в большом доме, in a big house. Initially it was большой. Большой дом. This is большой. This is nominative. Nominative asks to question what and who. What? Большой дом. Что? Большой дом. Big house. Yeah? But when we do something, when we have an action, when we tell about something, for example, where, где, в большом доме, we will change these endings. Here we will add ye to make it prepositional, and here to make it prepositional, we will add om. So oi will be replaced with om. What about yem? When do we use yem? Here om, we used om. As you can see, it is stressed. When we will use yem, the last syllable will not be stressed. The stress will be somewhere here. So with om, we have a stress here on it. Om. В большом доме. But it's only valid when we have sh letter here. When we have sh letter here. Да? В большом доме. Valid the stress. Да? В большом доме. When we have sh letter and the stress is on the last syllable, we will have, when the stress is here on the last syllable, we will replace oi with om, not with yem. Да? When we have sh letter. Let's continue. I will show you a lot of examples and you will understand better and better. Итак, следующий пример is, in fact, the first example, пример номер один, number one, is, they live in a big house. Same example is here, but let's put it in context. They live in a big house. Они живут. Where? They live where? Они живут in. And we have большой дом. Большой дом. Большой дом. Они живут в большой дом. Большой дом here is in nominative. We can't leave it like that because it is incorrectly right now. We can't leave it nominative. Nominative asks answer to question what or who. And here we have что? Большой дом, a big house. What? A big house. But the question is where? Они живут, they live where? In a big house. So in a big house should be in prepositional case. We have oi ending here, да? And the gender is masculine. So let's think, okay, it's masculine. I have oi and it is stressed and I have sh letter here. That means that I will replace oi with om, большом. В большом, because the last syllable is stressed, and I have shall letter here. В большом. And this one is easier because it's a noun. Stress here. Because it's a noun, where in the house, just add ye. When it's masculine, ends in a consonant. В большом доме, in a big house. Они живут в большом доме. They live in a big house. Отлично. Идем дальше. Номер 2. Number 2. She lives in a good house. She lives in a good house. Она живет в, she lives in a good house. So here we had большой дом. Now we will have хороший дом, in a good house. Хороший, qualitative. Хороший дом. Хороший дом. Here the stress was on the last syllable, right? Here the stress is not on the last syllable. Хороший дом. And we have a shall letter here. So we will not use om, we will use ем. И will be replaced with ем. В хорошем доме. Она живет в хорошем доме. She lives in a good house, in a qualitative house, or in a good house. Она живет в хорошем доме. So, did you understand? Shahir. But here the stress was on the last syllable. This is why I used om. Here the stress is not on the last syllable. This is why I used ем. В хорошем доме. In a good. Today we are going to talk only about masculine. Дом, masculine nouns, and neuter. Дальше. Because with neuter nouns, we will use om as well, om ending as well. Okay. They met in a cozy cafe. Cafe will be neuter, so the next example will be with neuter gender. They met, они встретились, они встретились, они встретились, they met, in, cozy cafe will be уютное кафе. First, let's write it in nominative. Уютное кафе. Cafe is neuter because it ends in ye, cafe. Уютное кафе. And this is a neuter ending, adjective neuter ending, because it is followed by a neuter noun. Уютное кафе. Уютное кафе. Well, right now it is incorrect. Here we have a grammatical mistake. We didn't change the case. Sorry, we didn't change the case. Right now, уютное кафе is a nominative case. It answers to question what? Что? Уютное кафе, cozy cafe. We have to change it because the question is where они встретились, where did they meet? В уютное кафе. So, the ending ое in neuter will be replaced with om. В уютном кафе. В уютном кафе will remain the same because it's neuter. In a prepositional case, it will remain the same. Why it's prepositional case? Because we have a preposition and it answers to question where, где, in a cozy cafe, в уютном кафе. Они встретились в уютном кафе. Они встретились в уютном кафе. Очень хорошо. Идем дальше. Номер 4. Number 4 will be with neuter as well. Another example with the neuter noun, and of course with the neuter adjective, because if we have a neuter noun, the adjective will be neuter as well. Следующий пример. Our office is located in an old building. Наш офис наш офис находится, is located, находится, наш офис находится в, in, an old building is старое здание. Старое здание. Let's write it here. Здание. Старое здание. Right now it is incorrect because the case here is nominative. It answers the question what? Что? Старое здание. An old building. But because the question is where is located our office, where, that means that this adjective and this noun should be in prepositional case. It answers the question where, где. Старое здание. So, OE, as well as here, will be replaced with OM because it's neuter, and neuter, to make neuter adjective prepositional, to change its case, we have to replace OE with OM. В старом, here the ending is ie. Here we had just ye ending. Here we have ie. ie. When we have ie ending, we have to replace it with ii. В старом здании. В старом здании. So ie will be replaced with ii in neuter. Здании. В старом здании. В старом здании. Очень хорошо. В старом здании. Идем дальше. Next example is with masculine. So we had two examples in neuter. Quite simple. Just replace oye with om. Oye, старое with om. And here в кафе, when it's ye, it will remain ye. When it's ие, it will be ii in neuter. Хорошо, идем дальше. Следующий пример. The next example is with masculine. With masculine noun and, of course, with masculine adjective. Номер 5. Номер 5. No. Okay. Номер 4. Нет, номер 5. Да, правильно. Номер 5. They have lunch in a new restaurant. Они обедают, they have lunch, or they are having lunch, one present tense in Russian language. Они обедают, they are having lunch, or they have lunch, они обедают in a new restaurant. Where? So we already know that here we have to use the prepositional case. В новый ресторан. Let's first write it in a nominative case. Новый ресторан. Ресторан. Новый ресторан. New restaurant. Right now, this sentence is grammatically incorrect. We have to change the adjective and the noun to prepositional case. Because the question here is where they are having lunch. In a new restaurant. So this new restaurant in Russian language will be in prepositional case. Новый ресторан. So we don't have ша letter. We have just here. So we'll replace this to to make it prepositional. В новом, in a new. В новом. Here is easy when it's masculine, ends in a consonant, just add ye to make it prepositional. В новом ресторане. In a new restaurant. В новом ресторане. Привет, Dylan. В новом ресторане. So they are having lunch, or they have lunch in general. В новом ресторане. In a new restaurant. В новом ресторане. Очень хорошо. Номер 6. Номер 6 is we live in a best neighborhood. Мы живем, 6. Мы живем, we live, мы живем. Your is always stressed in a word, да? Мы живем, we live, we live where? So after where, after this question, the adjective and the noun will be in prepositional case. Мы живем in a best neighborhood. Лучший is best. Лучший район. Лучший район. Okay. Мы живем в лучший район. Right now it's incorrect because лучший район is in nominative. A best neighborhood. The best neighborhood. Лучший район. We have to change it to prepositional because the question here is where do we live? In the best neighborhood. Лучший район. Да? So, the stress is here, right? And we have shall letter. And the stress is here, not on the last syllable. So we will use ем. В лучшем. And this one is easy to make it prepositional. It is masculine, ends in a consonant, just add е. В лучшем районе, in a best neighborhood. Мы живем в лучшем районе. Идем дальше. Следующий пример. Number 7 is with masculine as well. He works on the second floor. Он работает на, when we say that on a certain floor, we will use на, not в, да? На, on a, here we have on the second floor. На, here second floor I will write in nominative. Второй этаж. Второй этаж, second floor. Right now it is in nominative, it is incorrectly, so we have to change второй and этаж to prepositional case. So we have ой here, and we will replace ой, as always, to ом. На втором. Так, ом. На втором этаж. Masculine, ends in a consonant, just add е. На втором этаже, on the second floor. Да? На втором этаже. Например, I live on the second floor, and I can say, я живу на втором этаже. I will use prepositional case to say that. Я живу на втором этаже. Or на первом этаже, на третьем этаже. And so on. Хорошо, идем дальше. Номер 8. 8 is with Russian restaurant. She works at the Russian restaurant. Она работает. Она работает в nominative русский ресторан. That's right, nominative first. Русский ресторан. Русский ресторан. Masculine. This one is masculine. Of course, the adjective is masculine as well. Here we have E ending because K letter does not support E after it. So I can't put E ending here because K letter does not support E. So we will use E. Русский ресторан. So E will be replaced with ом, with our ending ом, в русском. And here easy, it's masculine, just add е. В русском ресторане. Она работает в русском ресторане. Love the way you love this way of using nominative first. Да, спасибо, Phil. Your feedback is very important. Она работает в русском ресторане. She works at the Russian restaurant. Да? Nice. Хорошо. Let's use nominative one more time to memorize it. Номер 9. And it will be about a beautiful place. 9. This park is located in a beautiful place. 9. Этот парк находится. Этот парк находится. Этот парк находится. This park is located where? So we will use prepositional case after it. Находится is located where? Где? В. And first, let's use nominative. Красивое место, beautiful place. Красивое место. Красивое место. Красивое место is a beautiful place, but in Russian language, it doesn't work to leave it like that. Because people will understand you. You can say it like that, no problem. But correctly, we have to use prepositional case here. So we have to change this adjective and this noun to a prepositional case. We have a preposition here, and the question is, where is located this park? In a beautiful place. So in a beautiful place in Russian language will be in prepositional case. Красивое место. So it's neuter because место ends in o. That means that this noun is neuter. And of course, the adjective that is related to this noun will be neuter too. Красивое место. So for neuter nouns, oye will be replaced to om, our ending om, to make it prepositional. Красивом место is neuter. It ends in o, and in neuter o will be replaced with е. Месте. В красивом месте. In a beautiful place. Этот парк находится в красивом месте. This park is located in a beautiful place. Идем дальше. Номер 10, number 10, is, I was in London Metro, London Underground. I was in London in Russian, we have London in Russian, we can make it adjective, Londonsky. London as an adjective in Russian is Londonsky. So I will say now that I was in London Metro, and London will be in as an adjective here. So я была в лондонское метро. I will write it first in nominative. Лондонское метро. Metro ends in o, so that means that it's neuter. Londonskaya here, of course, will be neuter too, because this adjective is related to this noun, so it will be neuter too. Londonskaya metro. Right now it is in nominative. We have to change it to prepositional because the question is where did I wear? Yeah, something like. Я была в лондонское метро. So ое, as always, in neuter, will be replaced with om. В лондонском. And you will tell me, Nastya, this o, as here, место, will be replaced with е, right? And I will answer no, because metro will not change. We borrowed this language, this we borrow this word from another language, so it will remain the same. We will not change it here. It will not be в метре. No, never. So it will remain the same. В лондонском метро. According to the rule, we have to replace it with «е», but we will not do this because it's a borrowed word. We will leave it like that. В лондонском метро. В лондонском метро. I was in a London metro. Да, я была в лондонском метро. Очень хорошо. Have you been to Moscow metro? I'm asking you. Номер 11. 11. And I will ask you informally. Ты был? Have you been? Ты был? Ты был? Ты был? Ты был? Ага. В and московское метро. Moscow metro. Московское метро. Метро. Same here. Metro will not change. Doesn't matter which case is this. It will remain the same. Московское will change to ом. В московском метро. Ты был в московском метро? And the question mark here. В московском метро. Ты был в московском метро? Have you ever been to Moscow metro? Ты был в московском метро? Or if you're asking a woman at a. Ты была? Have you, woman, if you are talking to a woman. Ты была в московском метро? Or ты был, if you're asking a man. Ты был в московском метро? Очень хорошо. It can be a statement. We can use it without a question mark. Ты был в московском метро. You were in a Moscow metro. Да? But if you want to ask a question, just use your intonation. Ты был в московском метро? Угу. Я сижу в новом кресле. Молодец, очень хорошо, Spiro. Отличный пример. Я сижу в новом кресле. I sit in a new chair. Новое кресло is neuter. Новое кресло. Новом кресле is prepositional case. Молодец. Да. So, да, московская is an adjective. Moscow. Лондонская is adjective. London. Хорошо. Идем дальше. This apartment is located on the 7th floor. Это квартира. Так, где она? Ага. Это квартира находится, is located, находится, this apartment is located, эта квартира находится on the 7-й этаж. First, let's write it in nominative. 7-й этаж. 7-й этаж. Этаж is masculine and then a consonant. Ой here will be replaced with ом. Седьмом. Этаж, it's masculine, just add «е» to make it prepositional. На 7-м эта квартира находится на 7-м этаже. This apartment is located on the 7th floor. Да? Угу. Очень хорошо. Да, эта квартира находится на 7-м этаже. Отлично, спасибо большое за внимание. Thank you for being here with me. Привет, Пабло. Привет, Nonman. И увидимся с вами через пару минут. See you in a few minutes for our next class. Целую вас. Чмоки-чмоки.